Very good morning, children. This is Ma'am Anna, your English teacher, back again with English recorded classes as usual for you all. Before we start off with today's session, a very important note for you all. You all know that you have to submit your books for correction, isn't it? First of all, see that you complete your classwork. You will have to submit your grammar classwork and your English classwork. Not your homeworks, children. Only submit your English classwork and your grammar classworks. See that you'll draw neat line and please write the index. If you haven't completed your notes, do not submit your books, children, and do not give empty books to us. All right, so let's get started for today's session then. Today's content is as follows. We will do a recap of what we learned in the previous lesson. Then we will continue with the lesson, The Warrior Who Brought Glory, which is on page number 73 and 74. I will read the lesson for you all. I will explain the lesson and then we will look into some vocabulary. Then comes question time. We will summarize all what we have learned and finally we'll let you know what you have to do for your classwork and your homework. Let's quickly do a recap of what we learned in the previous session. We did learn about Sam Manekshaw, who was born in Amritsar on 3rd April 1914. He was very ambitious to join the army. Finally, after completing his 11th standard at Sherwood College in Nainital, he appeared for the entrance exam and also passed out from the Indian Military Academy at Dehradun. Manekshaw took part in World War II, where he was defending Burma against the Japanese. But unfortunately, he was shot by a Japanese soldier and was seriously wounded. Major General David Cohen thought that Manekshaw would lose his life and immediately he pinned his own military cross ribbon which stated, "A dead person cannot be awarded a military cross." And to everyone's surprise, Manekshaw soon recovered from his injury and he actively took part in battles and also shouldered all the responsibilities that was given to him. We did also learn what prepositions were and we also learned where and how to use in, on and at. Isn't it, children? We stopped till there. So in today's session, let's continue the lesson. Children, take out your English literature book and turn to page 73. Listen carefully to what I'm reading and toss your fingers through while I'm reading the lesson for you. So last time we stopped till assignments. So let's continue the lesson. In all these, Manekshaw was highly successful and victorious. Manekshaw was very cordial with his fellow soldiers. He was so warm and kind-hearted that the warriors in the Gurkha regiment would compose and sing songs in praise of his humanness. His superiors too had an appreciation for his service and sense of duty, devotion and commitment. General Sir Roy Butcher, the British Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army, described Manekshaw as the very best staff officer he ever had. In June 1969, he succeeded General Kumaramangalam as the 8th Chief of the Army Staff. As a commander, he served the nation with dedication and within 2 years of his promotion to this highest rank, he had to lead the Indian Army to confront the designs of the neighboring Pakistan in 1971. The entire nation stood united to salute its illustrious and brave children. In recognition to his service to the nation, he was conferred with a lot of titles, honors, and was awarded many medals. These include Padma Vibhushan in 1972 and the title Field Marshal in 1973. Retiring from service in 1973, Manekshaw settled in Kannur in Nilgiris. His contribution to the nation continued till the death in June 2008 at the military hospital in Nilgiris in Tamil Nadu. A man known for his distinguished service, untiring, selfless struggle, he felt that there should be no reason to stop working until one has to. Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw is a war hero. It is certain that he will dwell in the hearts of millions of Indians because he made the nation proud by his dedicated service. Children, I read the lesson for you all, and I want you all to read the lesson, understand it, and mark all the new words that you find once in your rough book. Once again, I'm repeating, mark all the new words that you find once in the rough book. Now coming to the explanation part, children. This is all about Sam Manekshaw, what he did for the army and how he had to lead the Indian army to confront designs of the neighboring, which is Pakistan. And they say he was a very kind-hearted man. Even to his fellow soldiers, he was very kind. He spoke to them kindly, helped them, and because of his kindness and the person that he was, the Gurkha regiment, they sang for him. They sang songs in praise of him. And this Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army, General Sir Roy Butcher, stated that Manekshaw was the very best officer he ever had, and people saluted him for what he was, the dedication that he had. Till he died in June 2008, he was a man who worked only for the nation, and that is why even till today, people remember him as a war hero, and he dwells means he is there in the hearts of millions of people, especially the army people. He's so famous, and that's why there is a parade ground in Bangalore in MG Road, which is named after him. So, hope you all like the lesson, children. Let's look at some word meanings now. Display, show, dedication, commitment, confront, face, defend, guard against, distinguished, excellent. Now, please look at this slide. Look at the words in the left hand side and the words towards the right hand side. The words towards the left are verbs and the words towards the right are the noun forms. So let's see how to form a noun form for the words given. So contribute will become contribution, examine will become examination, promote will become promotion, act will become action, dedicate will become dedication. And now it's my time to ask you all questions. Are you all ready? Do you have a pen and a paper handy to write on the questions? Are you all ready? The first one. What is the name of the British Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army? What is the name of the British Commander-in-Chief of the Indian Army? Second one. Who composed and sang songs in praise of Sam Manekshaw? Third one, what was the award that he received in 1972? What was the award that he received in 1972? After his retirement, where did he settle? After his retirement, where did he settle? And what is Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw known as? What is Field Marshal Manekshaw known as? Why and how has he made India proud? Why and how has he made India proud? So let me see who will be the first one to write all the answers correctly and send it to me, and who will be the first one to get a round of applause as well in the group. All the best, children. Let's quickly summarize all what we have learned today. We continued the lesson which is on page 73 and 74. I did read the lesson for y'all, explained the lesson as well, and we completed the lesson as well today, isn't it? And then we also saw some word meanings and then how to frame noun forms. Correct? I did ask you all questions as well. Hope you all liked the lesson, children. And now comes the last part of our slide, which is the assignment slide. Children, for your classwork, I will be sending notes via WhatsApp. Please see that you all copy it neatly in your classwork book. Take a new page, write the heading which is the warriors who brought glory, underline it, put today's date without fail. After every answer, see that you draw a line in pencil. Do not overwrite or do not scratch. And please see that you write the index, because while giving it for submission, see that it is complete and then give. Once again, I'm repeating, you will have to give only your grammar classwork and your English classwork for correction. All right. Now for your homework, write the fourth main and the fifth main from the classwork twice in your homework book. Once again, I'm repeating, write the fourth main and the fifth main from the classwork twice in your homework book. And I also did ask you all to write the new words from the reader once in your rough book. Clear, children? And coming Monday, you will not have class because I will be in school correcting your books. Coming Friday, all right, coming Friday, which is the 5th, okay, the 5th, we will have a Zoom class and I will let you all know what the timings are. All right. And after which, after conducting a Zoom class, we will have test on active and passive voice and the warriors who brought glory. And we also did do a poem as well, isn't it? Yes. So all these three you will have test. Hope you all remember what was the poem that we all did, children? You all remember or no? Go through all that, whatever is being taught. That is great grandmother, active and passive voice, and the warrior who brought glory. That is, we will have once we conduct Zoom class. Now, when you're sitting in the Zoom class, I want you all to wear uniform and be seated in the class the way you are at school. If you're do not have your uniform, see that you seek permission and then sit in the class. While sitting in the class, see that you have a pencil handy, you have your rough book, and also keep your readers and your classworks ready with you all. After entering the Zoom class, don't tell ma'am, I don't have my book. Ma'am, I didn't bring my reader. No excuse, children. See that you all sit with your books and a pencil or a pen handy with your rough book. In case I ask you to write something, you will have to make a note of it. And very important, see that you all change your name in the participant list and avoid background noise. All right? Very clear, children? So until we meet in the next class, this is Ma'am Anna Rajshekar signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.